Ever wondered how your favorite morning pick-me-up coffee is made? Well, let's take you on a Java journey, that begins in the tropical climates of our world. Picture lush landscapes where the air is filled with the aroma of growing coffee. Coffee, as we know it, starts its life as a small plant in these equatorial zones, spanning from Central and South America to Africa and Asia. The climates here are perfect for coffee cultivation, offering the right blend of rain, sun, and altitude. Our beloved coffee comes in two main varieties, Arabica and Robusta. Arabica, the more delicate of the two, thrives in high altitudes and cooler climates, while Robusta, the hardy counterpart, prefers lower altitudes and warmer temperatures. Each has its unique flavor profile, contributing to the diversity of your coffee cup. So, the journey of your coffee starts from these lush green coffee farms. It's a journey that spans across continents and cultures, all to bring you that perfect cup of joe. Now, how does coffee go from a plant to your cup? You may wonder. Well, it all starts with the harvesting of coffee cherries. This crucial process can be done either by hand or machine. Yes, you heard it right, coffee comes from cherries. Not the typical cherries you're thinking of, but rather, these are small, berry-like fruits that grow on coffee plants. Picture this, dedicated farmers, their eyes trained to spot the perfect cherries, wander through rows upon rows of coffee plants. They're on the hunt for ripe, red cherries, which signify the best quality. Each cherry holds 2 coffee beans, the seeds that will eventually make their way into your morning cup of joe. Harvesting is a labor of love, a testament to the care and attention that goes into creating each cup of coffee. It's an art form that takes skill, patience, and a deep understanding of the coffee plant itself. Once harvested, it's time to get the beans out of these cherries. If you're enjoying the video so far, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'll really appreciate it. So, how do we get the coffee beans from these cherries? Well, there are 2 main methods, the dry method and the wet method. The dry method, also known as the natural method, is the oldest and most traditional. It's pretty straightforward. After harvesting, the cherries are spread out in the sun to dry. This process may take several weeks, and the cherries need to be regularly turned to ensure even drying. The dry method imparts a sweet, fruity flavor to the coffee, making it quite distinct. On the other hand, the wet method involves removing the pulp from the coffee cherry soon after it's harvested, leaving only the bean. The beans are then fermented in water to remove any remaining fruit. This method tends to produce a coffee that's clean, bright, and filled with nuanced flavors. After processing, we have what's known as green coffee, but we're not done yet. Ready for the transformation of green coffee into the aromatic brown beans we all love? Let's dive in. The roasting process is where the magic really happens. It's where the green coffee beans, still smelling grassy and raw, are transformed into the fragrant dark beans that we associate with our favorite cup of joe. Firstly, the green coffee beans are loaded into a roasting machine. The heat inside this machine can reach up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. As the beans are heated, they begin to turn yellow, then light brown. They'll start to expand and crackle, releasing a delicious toasty aroma. This is the first crack, signaling the start of the roasting process. Now, the length of the roasting process and the temperature it's done at are crucial in determining the flavor of the coffee. Lighter roasts, for instance, are roasted for a shorter duration and at a lower temperature. They have a more acidic taste and a lighter body, allowing the unique flavors of the coffee's origin to shine through. On the other hand, darker roasts are roasted for a longer duration and at a higher temperature. They have a bolder, richer taste with less acidity. These roasts often have flavors of chocolate, caramel, and nuts. The roasting process for these beans continues until the second crack, which is louder and more intense than the first. Roasting coffee is both an art and a science. It requires a keen understanding of the bean's characteristics, a careful eye on the roasting process, and a sensitive nose to detect the subtle changes in aroma. Coffee roasters spend years honing their craft, learning how to bring out the best flavors in each batch of beans. Different beans have different roasting profiles, and each roaster has their own unique style. Some prefer a light roast that highlights the coffee's natural flavors, while others prefer a dark roast that brings out more robust, toasty notes. It's all about finding the perfect balance. Roasting transforms these humble green beans into fragrant, flavorful coffee beans. With every sip of your coffee, remember the art and science behind each bean's journey from green to brown. And next time you enjoy your cup of coffee, you'll have a deeper appreciation for the roasting process that made it all possible. We're just a step away from enjoying our coffee, but how do we get there? Well, that's where the grinding and brewing come in. Two crucial steps that can make all the difference in your cup of joe. Grinding the beans is like unlocking a treasure chest of flavor. The size of the grind can influence the taste. A fine grind is perfect for espresso, releasing the rich, full-bodied flavor. A coarse grind, on the other hand, is ideal for methods like the French press, giving a smoother, less acidic brew. Now, on to brewing. This is where the magic happens. Whether you're an espresso enthusiast, a French press aficionado, or a pour-over pro, the brewing method you choose can add an extra layer of complexity to your coffee's taste. Each method extracts different flavor compounds from the beans, turning that hot water into a symphony of taste. So next time you sip your coffee, remember the journey it took to get there. And there you have it, from a humble cherry to a delightful cup of coffee. So let's revisit the journey of your coffee. From the moment a coffee cherry blushes a vibrant red on the tree, our journey begins. Harvesters with their skilled hands pluck these ripe cherries, initiating the first step of our coffee voyage. After the harvest, it's time for processing. The cherries are stripped down to their core, revealing the green coffee beans that lie within. These beans then take a sunbath, drying out to achieve the perfect level of moisture. Once dried, the green beans are transformed into the brown coffee beans we know and love. Roasting is an art, a delicate dance of heat and time that unlocks the rich, robust flavors within each bean. But the journey isn't over yet. Those roasted beans are ground to a fine powder and brewed, releasing their intoxicating aroma and complex flavors into the hot water. Next time you sip your coffee, remember the journey it's been on to reach your cup. Please type in the comment, what kind of coffee do you like? Light, medium, or dark roast?